Not everything in Hypixel Skyblock is a glamorous, long, and rewarding grind. Sometimes you have to do the dirty work in order to get to the fun stuff. Today, we'll be getting our hands dirty and our feet wet with some necessary grinds like storage, minions, compactors, and a little bit of prep for the upcoming coal term. Guys, please don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe for more Hypixel Skyblock content. Alright, so big old milestone here. We just got done farming all of the melons that we need. 2, 3, and 4. We now have full squash, so we are going to go absolutely fucking nuts on some sugarcane to get our fermento. And then we'll just keep cooking from there. I mean, this is like pretty exciting. I don't think I'm going to do any cacti. I might do some nether warts because that's a really easy custom farm to build. But for now, we're just going to deal with sugarcane because sugarcane's default farm requires just like a couple of tweaks and then it's all good to be used essentially completely efficiently. So yeah, very excited to have this all set up, and then the rancher's boots as well, of course. So we're going to keep working on getting that Pasterminator maxed out and get this set up to be a real juiced out setup. All right, so with what we have recently crafted up in this little interim episode that we're doing here, we can grab this 1 leather, and you can see those 4 fermentos. We go up recipe garden, and bam, garden sack. Once again, I mean, I always go on about how good sacks are, but on an Ironman especially, I mean, it's just something else. It's so useful to be able to store all that bait, all these various different things that I've been holding on to that I really haven't had anything, I can't do that, but I haven't had anything that I could do with it, anywhere to put it or anything like that. Now I actually do. So this frees up some space for me, which is pretty nice. Fermentos obviously don't go in the garden sack, but squash and crappie do. So theoretically, I mean, they already went in the agronomy sack, but it's still nice to kind of have things consolidated here. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, I had a decent amount of pretty much everything. So not only is it nice to have it all in one place, but it's also nice to have it all stored up. We're just going to keep working on fermento here. Going to be working on trying to stack up a lot of copper as well and get this hedgehog towards level 100. I think I'm going to pivot shortly to get a night saver just so that I can always get the 3 times farming fortune on this guy, because that is just way too good to pass up on. All right, so I thought it might be fun to do a little live picking of minions. We've got 6 minion slots right now, and we need to work on just like all sorts of random collections at the moment. So I'm going to put down just sort of a variety of things that feel like they would be useful. Chicken and cow are going back down for sure because we need those resources again, and we'll continue to need them into the future. Redstone minions we've got plenty of, and I'm not going to worry about foraging minions right now either. Those are pretty useless. Zombie minions as well, not particularly useful to me, just because I've got revenant minions, and those are way better versions of zombie minions. So yeah, I'm also going to put down a coal minion. Again, you might be like, what the fuck is he thinking? A lot of these are just for collection or for random purposes. There's not a whole lot of rhyme or reason as to why I'm choosing to put some of these down. Sorry if you can hear my cat in the background. He's yapping because he wants food, but he's not allowed to eat for 30 more minutes. So he's being a silly guy. But I'm just going to put a lot of these down for collection purposes. Obviously, as time goes by and I get my hands on better minions, I will definitely be placing different things down. But for now, I mean, all of these are resources that will be helpful to me. So sure, here are our fun little 6. And to boot, if we come up here after the build that we did, we've got everything set up essentially. I just need to place down a buffer block, their storage, pop them down, and they will be good to go. Plenty of room for mining minions in this room. I'm glad I set it up that way. And of course, we've got this completely empty room as well. Not this one. This is where my revenants are, but we've got this completely empty room as well. And then up here, we've also got this empty room. So lots of space to do all sorts of various different shit. It's just we're so, early game still that there hasn't been a lot of reason to expand out the minion setups. But yeah, we're going to keep these fishing guys going. They're basically right up to the point where if I collect them in a day or so, I will be able to finish a majority of these collections that I haven't yet. Actually, never mind. I think I finished them last time I checked. Yeah, okay, cool. For some reason, I thought I hadn't finished pufferfish, but we in fact did. So now the next goal here is going to be to get enough enchanted pufferfish such that I can make the enchanted fishing sack. I'm going to check real quick while I've got the recorder on if we have what it takes. If not, then obviously, we'll just worry about stuff later on. But for now, let us see the pufferfish counter. Enchanted pufferfish, we've got 64. How much do we need for a fishing sack? So an oh, I forgot about the lava fishing sacks, whatever. Large enchanted fishing sack. We need 112. So we're getting there. Obviously, it's not a fast process because pufferfish. But it's better than nothing. So I'm not worried about upgrading to the large right now. The large fishing sack is just like a, essentially a nice extra bonus. I'm really not filling up my fishing sack with anything at this point, except maybe lily pads every once in a while, but that's fine. And the enchanted fishing sack is just gonna be so much better because there's so many enchanted materials that clog up your inventory when it comes to fishing. So, all right, I'm gonna get these minions placed down, and then the next thing we're gonna be doing is building new farms. We are getting part 1 of the Groveman Dan Super Farm 7.0 built. We'll get part 2 once we have enough compost to actually make it, but for now we're going to continue on those garden gains. After we're done with a little bit of building, which, I'll do it as long as I feel like it, right? Lovely, I got kicked. But once we're done with the building, probably what I'm going to end up doing next is just getting into coal prep. I will mention it again at the end of the episode per request, but there is going to be a coal for the next election. I mean, almost definitely. If there's not, I'll eat my shorts. But I'm getting the feeling that we will be doing quite a bit of grinding and staying up to weird-ass hours because this is the very first coal on the account, and it must be successful. We need mineral armor, we need talismans, we need the titanium set. I mean, we are starving for refined minerals, and we are starving for glossy gemstones. So absolutely anything we can get our hands on is going to be fantastic. So once I'm done with my little farming kick here, we're going to shift right on over to working on getting ready to maximize those fiestas. Okay, here's another nice little milestone. We just broke the final redstone milestone, so now we have completed that collection. I will keep these fellas down. They do generate just like useful resources, but for now we are working on getting various different super compactors for, this minion, this minion, this minion, this minion, and obviously these are a little bit of silly minions. Like I said earlier, I just kind of picked at random whatever seemed useful in the short term. I will be replacing these eventually, including the redstone minions, with more useful things, probably more gravel minions as well, because Lord knows I need so much of that for not Viscera, for the tarantula webs or whatever they're called. So we'll be getting plenty of those. And we got those placed down, and then we come down here. We've got our chicken minion and our cow minion. Now these both need super compactors. The chicken minion as well needs an enchanted egg in there so that it will continue to produce more eggs. And then of course the super compactor is going to compact down the eggs, etc. So it works pretty well. With the chicken minion though, you do tend to want a some kind of storage expander in there. Very useful to have, like, medium storage, just because things it takes a lot of eggs to be able to make a single enchanted egg, so they can stack up quite a bit. So yeah, we're gonna move on now and work on some super compactors, and then it'll be coal prep and we'll be all done. Cutting in real quick here, we're doing a little cobblestone grinding, but I realized we have enough now of the enchanted redstone blocks to upgrade our personal compactor to a 6000. This is actually really nice because, like, obviously, MP, great, love MP, but also, 4 additional slots. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. It's actually gonna make it so that when we do powder grinding and we go through the all that hard stone that has all the ores inside and stuff, you really do need a maxed out personal compactor to be able to completely, compact everything and not have to worry about your inventory. And so if we actually go look at the highest level one, we need another 56 enchanted redstone blocks. And while that was daunting in the past, we're starting to get our mining fortune to the point that that actually wouldn't be too terrible to do. And the first thing that we're going to focus on, of course, is just juicing those stats, working on improving our armor in the ways that we can before the fiesta starts. That way, when the fiesta actually happens, we've got good rates on whatever we end up doing. And we will be doing all sorts of both pure ores, gemstones, and other things as well. I'm definitely not going to be hitting Hotum 7 before the time comes, but, we'll see how close that we can manage to get. I'm not interested in having to plow through the glaciite tunnels right now or rush that content. I'd much prefer to take it slow and just do what I am enjoying and do what I think would be most efficient for the account. So yeah, it's nice to have this upgrade to the personal compactor, and don't be surprised if either this episode or the next one I just circle back around and get the new upgrade, because it's just really good. Oh my god, I didn't even realize this was coming in. I'm live on stream right now. I just collected a Revenant minion and we just got combat 25, so that's cool. That means we can attempt a T5 or a Revenant, which we will do at some point. We'll get a carry, but also we'll attempt it on our own at some point later on down the line. But it also means that we can try Vampire 5, which I am not gonna fucking do. So yeah. All right, it's just a little update real quick. I am taking some time to do some powder grinding while also working on getting some parts to do nucleus runs, both for Hanum XP and hopefully to get some useful stuff for during coal. And at the very least, get some powder so that we can level up some of the lower level perks that we might need. I mean, it would be nice to get Hanum 7, but at this point, Cole's going to be here in like a day and a half. So I really don't feel like just like spending the entirety of my life, you know, every single waking moment trying to get to Hanum 7. I'd much rather just take it easy and have a slightly less efficient Cole. So, over the past couple days, with work being as busy as it has been, I have not really had the opportunity to grind as much as I want to. I only got one nucleus run in, and just a little bit of pure ore grinding as well. I did some mithril grinding too, but not to an insane extent. So unfortunately, there's not been a ton of progress other than gemstone powder, but that will certainly go a long way in the long run, so I'm okay with that. It is 3 hours until coal is going to be mayor, like almost definitely. I mean, like it can't be 100%, but I would be astonished if this man was not mayor. It's 4 per coal, which means mining fiestas, which means it is time to gear the fuck up. Lock in. I've got Friday off, so you know I'm going to be going absolutely nuts on this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to finally at least get mineral armor, if not some other stuff on top of that on the account, and crack into some glossies a little bit too. We will likely be working on a ruby drill at the beginning of the next episode in addition to some other stuff. And we also got a few gemstones in the Yogg. I'm working on those 2nd and 3rd gemstone slots. They're a little expensive, but yeah, that's been everything. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I know this was, again, sort of a short, boring-ish video where we just sort of took care of things. So if you watched to this point, I really appreciate y'all. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch y'all next time.